1968 സ്ഥാപിതമായി ഇന്ന് 50 വർഷങ്ങൾ പിന്നിട്ട ടൊറന്റോ മലയാളി സമാജം സുവർണ ജൂബിലി ആഘോഷ നിറവിലാണ്. ദീർഘവീക്ഷണത്തോടുകൂടിയുള്ള ഇടപെടലുകൾ കലാ കായിക സാംസ്കാരിക രംഗത്ത് സമാജം നടത്തിയതുവഴി കേരള തനിമയുള്ള ഒരു ജീവിതക്രമം ഇന്നാട്ടിലും പിന്തുടരുന്നതിന് സഹായകമായി. ജാതി മത ലിംഗ വ്യത്യാസമില്ലാതെയുള്ള സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ സാന്നിധ്യം സമസ്ത മേഖലകളിലും ചലനാത്മകമായ മാറ്റങ്ങളാണ് മലയാളി സമൂഹത്തിൽ വരുത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഈ 50 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് ശേഷവും തിരിഞ്ഞു നോക്കുമ്പോൾ മനസ്സിൽ കുളിർമയുള്ളതും ഒരുപാട് മധുരിക്കുന്ന ഓർമ്മകളുമായി സമാജം നമ്മൾ മലയാളികളുടെ ഉള്ളിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ ഇന്നും ഒരു നിറസാന്നിധ്യമായി നിൽക്കുന്നു. ഈ 50 വർഷക്കാലം അത്രയും ടൊറന്റോ മലയാളി സമാജത്തിന് താങ്ങും തണലുമായി നിന്ന് എല്ലാവരെയും സ്മരിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ഈ പ്രൗഢഗംഭീരമായ ആഘോഷരാവ് ആരംഭിക്കാം.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request that everyone here please stand for the singing of a prayer song.
നന്മയാകുന്ന കാന്തി കാണുവാൻ കണ്ണിനാകേണമേ, നല്ല വാക്കിൻ്റെ ശീലു ചൊല്ലുവാൻ നാവിനാകേ, സത്യമെന്നുള്ള ശീലമോട് ഞാൻ ശാന്തി അറിയണമേ. ഭൂമി അമ്മയെന്നറിയുവാനുള്ള ബോധമുണ്ടാ, ജീവജാലങ്ങളാകെയും ജന്മബന്ധുവാകേണമേ. ജാതിഭേദങ്ങൾ എന്ന ശാപമോ ദൂരെ മറയണമേ. ലോകമൊന്നെന്ന് പാഠമെന്നുമെൻ മനസ്സിലെഴുതേണമേ.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now we will have the singing of the Indian National Anthem.
Yamuna Ganga Uchala Good evening, everyone. എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. Respected dignitaries on the stage and my dear friends. My name is Jane Joseph. I am so happy and so humbled to stand here as the entertainment convener for this 50th year, Toronto Malayalee Samajam 50th anniversary year. So around 1967, or like even before that, a set of visionaries here, they wanted to get together and they wanted to spend time together, and also they want to nurture their cultural and artistical aspect of their life. In 1968, the dream come true when they started the first ever Malayalee Samajam in North America. That's none other than Toronto Malayalee Samajam. A big round of applause for all the visionaries sitting here, especially our Philip Uncle is right here. He was the first president of our Samajam. So, and one interesting thing I saw in the Constitution, hereafter simply referred as Samajam. Samajam means togetherness, a set of people who work together for a common goal. So they started out that, and in this 50 years, the followers are following the same thing, and it's growing and growing. I am so happy to be part of this evening, and thank you so much for everybody to make it as an important occasion in your life and come over all the way and enjoy this evening. ഞാൻ ഒന്ന് രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ, with the permission of all the dignitaries, let me talk a couple of words in Malayalam, our own language. Right? അപ്പോൾ 50 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ ഒരു ചെറിയ മരം നട്ടു. അന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്ന മഹാന്മാരായിട്ടുള്ള നമ്മുടെ മലയാളി സുഹൃത്തുക്കൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ പൂർവികർ ഒരു മരം നട്ടു. ആ മരം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു തൈ നട്ടു, അതൊരു മരമായി പൂത്തുലഞ്ഞു, കായ്കൾ ഉണ്ടായി. അതിനുശേഷം നമ്മളെപ്പോലുള്ള കൊച്ചു കൊച്ചു പക്ഷികൾ പലയിടത്തു നിന്നും വന്ന് അതിൽ ചേക്കേറി. അത് അനുസ്യൂതം തുടരട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്. ഒരു 2 വരി ഈ അടുത്ത് ഞാൻ കേട്ടു മരത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ. ഇനിയൊരു കാലത്തേക്കൊരു പൂവിടർത്തുവാൻ ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ഈ മരം നട്ടു, ഇനിയൊരു കാലത്തേക്കൊരു തീ പടർത്തുവാൻ ഇവിടെ എൻ മിഴികളും നട്ടു, ഇനിയൊരു കാലത്തേക്കൊരു പൂവിടർത്തുവാൻ ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ഈ മരം നട്ടു. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി 50ാം വാർഷികത്തിൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ നേരുന്നു. Let me do my final duty over here, that is to introduce the MC for this evening. And what happens is sometimes we totally forget about certain people because forget to mention about certain people. We forget to recognize those people because they are too good at what they are doing. So we take them for granted. This is a kind of a person today we got as a MC. She is, the important thing about her, she's a second generation Malayali over here. She born and raised here, but still she maintains the Malayali root very well, and she learned from her parents. So important things about her is she leads Malayalam choir in church and playing keyboard for last 25 years, and she's a certified piano teacher as well. And she is chosen to be the music director for the musical album for her church, and she is working on that project right now. And another important thing is she served as a campaign chairperson in 2015 federal election. She is an accountant by profession, and she has so many interests, like be it art, be it music, be it entertainment, be it event management. She's into everything. And recently she started her own company called Timebox Moments and Media. Let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the gorgeous, beautiful Liz Kochuman, the one and only Liz Kochuman, onto the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, all of our friends and past officials. Good evening to all of our TMS members, well-wishers, friends, committee members, trustee board members, boys and girls. My name is Liz Kochuman, and it's so much of a privilege for me to be here this evening. Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome by our entertainment convener, Jane Joseph. Now, one of the reasons in the first place that I ended up joining the Samajam and deciding to be active here was because of the influence of my parents and their love for the Malayali culture. Another one of the reasons was because of the engagement of our young people that I had seen in the Malayali community. Now, my parents, just like many of you here today, came here with many dreams 40, 50, 60 years ago. When my parents came, they were worried that they would not be able to find another Malayali here. They were pleasantly surprised that not only were there more Malayalis, but there was also an association. They were very happy to hear that the first association for Malayalis in all of North America was right here in this beautiful city of Toronto, and that, my friends, is the Toronto Malayali Samajam. We have grown over 50 years, and today we are celebrating our Golden Jubilee celebration. This is a time to look back at our past with pride and look forward to our future with great hope and aspiration. As you are enjoying this evening, you will be meeting different members of the TMS committee as well as officials, and we also have a wonderful entertainment package ready for you this evening. Without further delay, I would like to welcome forward Rajendran Talapat. He is the Secretary of the Toronto Malayali Samajam for this year, a wonderful and humble gentleman who is on the committee for the first time, and we were so happy to work with him. Ladies and gentlemen, TMS Secretary Rajendran Talapat.
Thank you, Liz. മാന്യ സദസ്സിന് വന്ദനം. വളരെ സന്തോഷത്തോടെയും അതിലേറെ അഭിമാനത്തോടെയും കൂടെ ആണ് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. എൻ്റെ പേര് രാജേന്ദ്രൻ, ടൊറോണ്ടോ മലയാളി സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ ഈ വർഷത്തെ സെക്രട്ടറി. ടൊറോണ്ടോ മലയാളി സമാജത്തിലെ 50ാം പിറന്നാൾ ആഘോഷത്തിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയ നിങ്ങളെ എല്ലാവരെയും ഈ ഈവനിങ്ങിലേക്ക് വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് എൻ്റെ ദൗത്യം. First of all, there are a few of our dignitaries still on their way, but I'm going to welcome them because I may not have a chance to do that a little bit later on. So, I would like to welcome Honorable Navdeep Bains, the Minister of Innovation, Science and Economic Development, Honorable Mr. Ahmed Hussain, Minister of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship. They both are expected to be here. Then we have Mr. Andrew Scheer, Opposition Leader, Parliament of Canada. And then we have 4 MPs representing the city of Brampton: Kamal Khera, Brampton West; Ruby Sahota, Brampton North; Ramesh Sangha, Brampton Centre; Sonia Sidhu, Brampton South. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Then from the Consulate of India, Mr. Saifullah Khan was supposed to be here. He's also on his way. He is the Counsel for Commerce and Head of Chancery for the Government of India here in Toronto. Mr. Khan, on behalf of Toronto Malayali Samajam, welcome. Again, he's not here. He will be on his way. He's on his way. Now, when we plan, ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു പരിപാടി പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ, I got to do this in Malayalam. ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു പരിപാടി പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത്യാവശ്യമായ ഒരു പാർട്ടാണ് സ്പോൺസേഴ്സ്. We have over 50 of them here today, over 50. ആദ്യം ഞങ്ങളുടെ മെഗാ സ്പോൺസർ റോയ് ജോർജ് ഓഫ് സെഞ്ച്വറി 21, അദ്ദേഹം ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിനെയും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഫാമിലിയെയും ഇന്നത്തെ ഈവനിങ്ങിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യുന്നു. We have 2 grand sponsors, one Mr. Yogi Pillai of Medicare Rehab Clinic and Himal Prasinsky Law Firm. I would like to extend welcome to both their families to this evening. Our next grand sponsor is Alex Alexander of Remax Community Realty. Alexander and family, welcome. Then again, as I said earlier, there are over 50 other sponsors in the crowd today. On behalf of Toronto Malayali Samajam, I want to thank them for the support, and I do want to welcome each and every one and their families to this evening's spectacle. Thank you. If you look to my left, these are the people, these are the reasons why TMS has the status and TMS has the building, TMS has this history. The reason is right here. As a secretary of 50th year, I want to welcome each and every one of them, including P.D. Philip Uncle. Welcome to this festivities. Thank you for coming. Toronto Malayalee Samajam has life memberships, and a lot of them are here. I'm guessing about 200 of them are here today. It is now time to welcome each and every one to today's festivities. Thanks for coming. There's a musical program that we're going to have here a little bit later on. Mr. Venugopal, Mr. Aravind Venugopal, Akhila Anand, and Toronto's own Vidya Shankar will be performing here. And ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ സമയത്ത് അവരെ ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഇതിനേക്കാളെല്ലാം ഉപരി ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയ നിങ്ങൾ ഏവരെയും, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ടൊറോണ്ടോ മലയാളി സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ പേരിൽ വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ പറയുന്നു വെൽക്കം. ഇന്ന് ഈ കാണുന്നത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ കുറേ ആളുകളുടെ ഒരുപാട് ദിവസത്തെ, ഒരുപാട് നാളത്തെ പരിശ്രമ ഫലമാണ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ അണിയറ പ്രവർത്തകർ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും എന്നും കടപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കും. നിങ്ങളെ എന്നും ദൈവം അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ നിർത്തുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Thank you very much, Rajbhai, for all your wonderful service to the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Now I'd like to invite forward a very familiar face to all of you. He's a successful businessman. He's active in his worshiping community. He's well known to most Malayalis here, and his family is also very engaged in the community. I'd like to welcome forward Mr. Tommy Kokart, who has been president of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam multiple times in its 50-year history, and we're so proud to have him again as the president during our Golden Jubilee year. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, Mr. Tommy Kokart.
Good evening, everybody. I'm standing here with joy. 50th year of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. I don't know. It is started before I born. I had the privilege to be the president of the 50th year. Also, I had the privilege work as the secretary in 25th year. I know we have a distinguished guest here. We have the opposition leader here. We have a few ministers coming here. All the MPs here, MPPs here. I think with all your permission, I'm going to change my speech in Malayalam, which is our language. Our community, Philippines, started this organization to promote the Malayalam culture here. So with all your permission, I'm going to start my speech in Malayalam. പ്രിയ സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, ഇത്രയും വലിയൊരു ഹാളിൽ ഇത്രയും ആൾക്കാരെ വരുത്തി ഈ 50ാം വാർഷികം ആഘോഷിക്കുന്നതിലുപരി ഈ സംഘടന തുടങ്ങിയ പ്രസിഡന്റ് മുതൽ ഇന്ന് വരെയുള്ള പല പ്രസിഡന്റുമാരെയും സെക്രട്ടറിമാരെയും ട്രഷറർമാരെയും ഈ സ്റ്റേജിലിരുത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് അവരുടെ സാന്നിധ്യത്തിൽ ഒരു പ്രസിഡൻഷ്യൽ അഡ്രസ്സ് നടത്താൻ കിട്ടിയത് തീർച്ചയായും ഒരു സന്തോഷകരമായ കാര്യമാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം, നോർത്ത് അമേരിക്കയിലെ ആദ്യത്തെ മലയാളി സംഘടന ഫിലിപ്പീൻസിൻ്റെ മനസ്സിൽ തോന്നിയ ആ ഐഡിയയ്ക്ക്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് പേർ കൂടി തുടങ്ങിയ ഐഡിയയെ ഇന്നും നമ്മുടെ മലയാളി കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നു എന്നത് വളരെ ചാരിതാർത്ഥ്യത്തോടു കൂടി നമുക്ക് ഓർമ്മിക്കാം. ഈ ഒരവസരത്തിൽ നമുക്കായി ആശംസകൾ അർപ്പിക്കുവാൻ ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഗവൺമെൻറ് പ്രതിനിധികൾ, നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തർ, അതാണ് ഈ ആഘോഷത്തിൻ്റെ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ആഘോഷം ഇത്രയും ഗംഭീരമാക്കുവാൻ നമ്മളെ സഹായിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളോടൊന്നും ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇത്രയും ദീർഘമായി പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരും കൂടെയാണ് ഈ മലയാളി സമാജം. ഈ സംഘടനയെ ഇനിയും മുന്നോട്ട് നയിക്കേണ്ട പല ആൾക്കാരും ഈ ഓഡിറ്റോറിയത്തിൽ ഇരിപ്പുണ്ട്. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും നമുക്ക് ഈ സംഘടന മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകണം. ഒറ്റക്കെട്ടായിട്ട് കാനഡയിലെ മലയാളികളുടെ അഭിമാനമായിട്ട് ഈ സംഘടനയെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുവാനായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് സാധിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ടും ഇന്ന് വന്ന നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവർക്കും സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ പേരിൽ നന്ദി പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ചുരുക്കുകയാണ്. ഇനിയും വളരെ പലരും സംസാരിക്കാനുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ വളരെ ചുരുക്കത്തിൽ എൻ്റെ പ്രസംഗം നിർത്തുകയാണ്. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you so much, Tommy, for all your hard work in the community and also for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. We're so proud and happy to work under your leadership. We'd like to move on with our program by introducing you to another familiar face who is joining us this evening. We know that he enjoys spending time with our community because we have seen him at different events. We're always happy to welcome him amongst our friends and our fellowship here. I'd like to introduce for you the Honorable Andrew Scheer. The Honorable Andrew Scheer serves as the Member of Parliament for the riding of Regina Keppel since 2004 and as the leader of the Conservative Party and leader of the official opposition since 2017. You may have known that in 2011, the Honorable Andrew Scheer was elected Speaker of the House of Commons, and he was the youngest person ever to take up that position. And on that regard, I also do note, sir, that you happen to be younger than the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. We're celebrating 50 years, and you happen to be younger than that. What a pleasure for all of us to have you here. Please join us at our podium for our inaugural speech.
Well, thank you very much for that very gracious introduction. It is such a pleasure to join with you this evening for tonight's gala, celebrating Toronto's Samajam's Golden Jubilee. And for 50 years, you have enriched the lives of Malayalee families. So once again, while I'm up here, I just think we should all give a big round of applause once again to the president of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, Tommy Kokat. Thank you for your hard work on behalf of your community. It's great to see you here again this evening. I'd also like to take just a moment to acknowledge two Conservative candidates that are in the room with us this evening, Arpan Khanna from Brampton North and Ramona Singh from Brampton East, both of them joining with me this evening. Your community has brought your rich culture and traditions and knowledge and have helped contribute to the strong, free, and prosperous country we live in today. Canada is a country built by immigrants coming from all corners of the planet, uniting around common values. Our respect for freedom, tolerance, openness, the belief that we all have the same rights as everyone else is what has made Canada the type of place that people have wanted to come to for generations. And that is what has produced the wonderful, diverse, and vibrant society that we have today. So we thank you for your contribution to that. 50 years celebration, that's right. So you've got 11 years on me. You're 11 years older than I am. So congratulations to all that you've accomplished over the decades, building Toronto, building Ontario, building Canada. I know that we all come together to make sure that the next generation of Canadians has even more opportunities than the current one, and that is certainly a vision that I share in. So once again, on behalf of the Conservative Party of Canada and the official opposition, have a wonderful evening, a wonderful celebration, and I very much look forward to joining you at next year's gala as well. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shear, for joining us this evening and also for gracing this auspicious occasion of ours. I would like to invite the Honorable Andrew Shear, as well as some of our other dignitaries, to come forward for the lighting of the lamp. I'd like to invite the Honorable Andrew Shear, the President of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, Tommy Kokart, Mr. John P. John, the Secretary of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, Rajendran Talapat, the Treasurer of TMS, Roy George, and the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Biju Katatara, forward for the lighting of the lamp. So as all of you know, India is positioned to becoming the world's third largest economy. Good relationships between Canada and India continue to exist and to strengthen every day. And on that note, I would like to invite forward our next guest for this evening. I'd like to invite Mr. Saifullah Khan, Consul for Commerce and Head of Chancery, and he is joining us tonight from the Consulate General of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome forward Mr. Saifullah Khan.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and good evening. Let me first congratulate on behalf of the Consulate General of India and the Consul General, Mr. Dinesh Bhatia, Toronto Malayalee Samajam, for organizing this 50th anniversary celebrations to celebrate the contribution of the Malayali community in all walks of life in Ontario, especially GTA. While celebrating and reflecting on the diverse roles and contributions of Malayali community across Ontario, such events also give us an opportunity to come together to deliberate on issues of concern before the community and look for ways in which to support one another. I would also like this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Andrew Shear, Leader of Official Opposition, and Member of Parliament, Mr. Ramesh Sangha. I would also like to thank office bearers of the Samajam for inviting the consulate to this function and providing an opportunity to meet the community. Finally, I would like to wish all of you present here a happy Diwali, which is just a couple of days away. I sincerely hope that this Diwali, when you light a lamp in your house, you will also ensure that the brightness of the light is not confined to your house, but it also brightens the life and homes of your neighbors and the community around you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the front for a very, very special presentation that we have coming up. As you know, we are celebrating the 50th anniversary, the Golden Jubilee. So to commemorate this wonderful event, we also have a legacy historical edition of a souvenir which we are releasing to mark the Golden Jubilee. To release this souvenir, I would like to invite forward our current president, Mr. Tommy Kokart, to release the first edition of our souvenir to our very first president of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, Philip T. Paratundil. I would like to introduce to you a special friend of our community who has graced us this evening with his presence here. The Honorable Navdeep Bains is the Minister of Innovation, Science and Economic Development. He's a Member of Parliament from Mississauga, Malton. He was appointed as Canada's Minister of Innovation, Science and Economic Development on November the 4th, 2015. So that means, sir, tomorrow is your 3-year anniversary of being Minister. Congratulations. Now, I'm somebody who went to Wilfrid Laurier University, which is in Waterloo, and I understand that the minister was in Waterloo speaking at my university earlier this winter, and as an alumni, I got that notification, so I'm happy to have you here today. And that day you were speaking about the needs of the rights of women and children and the Aboriginal population. So we're so grateful to have you celebrating with us today, and I would like to invite you forward, sir, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It really is an honor and privilege to be here this evening. And it's absolutely stunning to see so many people here. The hall is packed. And I want to, first of all, start out by recognizing my colleagues. We have Ruby Sahota, the Member of Parliament from Brampton North. Can we get a round of applause for her? Ramesh Sangha, the Member of Parliament for Brampton Centre. And I know my other colleagues, Kamal Khera in particular from Brampton West, will be joining us momentarily. So you have a lot of support from so many parliamentarians from the Liberal Party, and it really is a delight to be here to represent them all. I want to say for me, it's particularly a big honor to recognize the 50th anniversary of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. It's a big, big celebration because this community really does epitomize what it means to be Canadian. You made enormous contributions to our incredible country. The community has done so much in every aspect, in the sciences, in entrepreneurship, in politics, in civic engagement. And tonight, and this evening in particular, is really a reflection of that incredible leadership. So I want to thank the community, and particularly for your contribution in the last 50 years, what you've done to make Canada the best country in the world. And I also want to, on a personal note, thank many community members. A few months ago, we all witnessed the tragic floods in Kerala, the impact that had on so many families in India, but also here because of the people-to-people connections that we have. And so many members in the community stepped up, raised a lot of money, made sure there was proper education and awareness for the impact of these unimaginable floods on so many members of the community. And so I want to thank the business community in particular who raised so much money. And I want to tell you that Prime Minister Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland supported your efforts, and want to thank you very much for all the hard work that you put forward in raising funds for the Kerala floods. I want to conclude by also saying Happy Diwali. It is absolutely not only an Indian celebration, but it is a Canadian celebration. It truly is. So many friends of mine of non-Indian origin celebrate Diwali because Diwali represents the best of what it means to be Canadian. It's a reminder when we talk about the Festival of Lights, it's a reminder of good over evil, light over darkness. And that's very important because we live in a society today where the politics of fear exists, where people pit one person against another, one community against another, one country against another. And it's so important that we as Canadians, we as Indo-Canadians recognize the importance of Diwali as an inspiration of hope, of bringing people together, of being positive, of working together. And so that's why Diwali is a Canadian celebration, because it represents Canadian values. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to also, on behalf of the Prime Minister of Canada, provide my official greetings on behalf of my colleagues here as well on this very special occasion. So to the organizers, I want to take this opportunity again to say thank you for the opportunity to be part of this evening celebration. Thank you very much for your contribution to Canada. And once again, happy Diwali. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening, and thank you for your gracious gift that you've provided on behalf of the Prime Minister to the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. I would also like to take a minute just to welcome our special guests who have joined us. The Honourable Ruby Sahota is our Member of Parliament for Brampton North. A good round of applause for her who has joined this evening. And the Honourable Ramesh Sangha, Member of Parliament for Brampton Centre. Thank you, friends. I would like to introduce for you the Honorable Ahmed Hussain. He is the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. He's also happy to join us this evening as we mark this auspicious occasion. Minister, we'd like to invite you forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening to all of you. I want to congratulate all of you for a 50th anniversary gala for the Toronto Malayalam Samajam. Malayalee Samajam. It's a community, it's an example of a community that has been in Canada for a very long time. The contributions that you've made, whether it is professionals in this room, entrepreneurs, business people, and people who are involved in all walks of life in Canada. So when you look at the policies we're pursuing as a government under the leadership of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, an openness to talent, to ideas, to investment, to tourism, to family reunification. When people question that openness to immigration, our answer is rooms like this. It shows the diversity, it shows the contributions that you've made to Canada every single day, and I just wanted to join you in celebrating your 50th anniversary gala. I know Minister Baines was here before me, bringing greetings from the Prime Minister, but I also wanted to come and do my part to congratulate you and to thank you for the contributions that you make to Canada every single day. Merci beaucoup.
We'd like to continue on with our program. As you know, we recently had the municipal elections all across the province, and we were so proud that some of our own Malayalis who are very active within the Toronto Malayalee Samajam, as well as across the community at large, were contesting in the elections, and we're even prouder that they won the seats that they were running for. On that note, I would like to invite all three of them forward as I mention their names. Please give them a good round of applause as I invite them. Mr. Thomas K. Thomas has won his position as Dufferin Peel's Catholic District Board School Board Trustee for Mississauga Ward 5. Mr. Thomas K. Thomas, please join us here at the front. Ms. Susan Benjamin has won her position at the Peel District Level Public School Board Trustee for Mississauga Ward 5. Mr. Sean Xavier has won his position at the Dufferin Peel Catholic District School Board as trustee for Brampton Wards 7 to 10. Ladies and gentlemen, a good round of applause for our friends here in the community who have won their elections as school board trustee. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the treasurer of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. He is also our mega sponsor for this event, Mr. Roy George of Century 21. Roy George will be offering the vote of thanks for this public function.
എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ നമസ്കാരം. ഇത്രയും നല്ല ഒരു ഈവനിങ്ങിൽ ഇവിടെ വരുവാൻ സാധിച്ചതിലും നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒപ്പം കൂടുവാൻ സാധിച്ചതിലും വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങളിൽ പലരുടെയും സഹായ സഹകരണങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ് ഇന്ന് എനിക്കിവിടെ നിൽക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചത്. അതിന് നിങ്ങളോടെല്ലാവരോടും ടൊറോണ്ടോ മലയാളി സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ സംഘാടകരോടും എൻ്റെ നന്ദിയും സ്നേഹവും രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു നല്ല ഈവനിങ് ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you, Roy, for your generous support as our mega sponsor for today's event to help make this event possible today, and also for all your work this past year and in the past years for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special presentation. I would like to direct your attention to the front of our stage. As you know, the Toronto Malayalee Samajam does promote the education of our children, and we encourage them to do the best that they can in their education. And we would like to congratulate those who go above and beyond by submitting their final high school marks in contention for the educational scholarship, which is offered by the Toronto Malayalee Samajam every year. This year, we do have a winner who has submitted their marks and received this prize. We would like to invite forward Sneha Jacob, who was the winner of last year's Hridayapurvam Educational Scholarship, to come forward to the stage. And she will be handing over the prize and awarding this scholarship to the winner for the 2018 year, Joseph Kartagudiyal. Ladies and gentlemen, Sneha Jacob and Joseph Kartagudiyal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sneha Jacob, and I was fortunate enough to have been the recipient of last year's Hridayapurvam TMS Scholarship. I would like to firstly take this time to congratulate Joseph on this great academic achievement, and of course take this time to thank TMS for this generous effort. As we all know, every Malayali parent always constantly reminds us to never forget our Malayali roots. So I'd like to thank TMS for providing the upcoming Malayali generation. On behalf of all my friends, I can proudly say I would not be the person that I am without the upbringing of my Malayali community. So thank you, TMS, for providing us the opportunity to meet with, attend events with, and communicate with our Malayali friends, and giving us such a great upbringing. As we all know, this scholarship is part of TMS Hridayapurvam, and they extend help to the community in need. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind everyone to provide their support for future TMS Hridayapurvam charitable events. Again, thank you to TMS, and a huge congratulations to Joseph. As we all use the scholarship to sculpt our future, we hope to come back and provide to our Malayali community that helped us reach where we are today. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank the Toronto Malayali Samajam for giving me this award. They've been a big part of my life. Ever since I was little, I can remember I've always been a part of this Samajam, and I've been to their events, and I've just been a member of their community. So I feel like I'm obligated to give back to that same community that has done so much for me. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be dedicating half of this prize money to Kerala flood support relief. Yeah. Because I'm nothing without all of you, the people who are around me. So if I don't give back, then this money will mean nothing to me. So thank you. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
A good round of applause for our kids who have come forward to win this. So as you're aware, in order to be able to run an event as grand as this, for the Golden Jubilee celebrations. We've done this with the support and the help of many, many sponsors. As you flip through your souvenir book, you can see all the gold, silver, and bronze sponsors who have graciously contributed towards this cause. At this time, we would like to recognize our mega sponsor for this evening, as well as our two grand sponsors. When I invite them forward, I welcome them to come to the stage and to receive a small recognition of our affection and our gratefulness from the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Our mega sponsor for this evening is Roy George of Century 21. Roy, please come forward and be joined on the stage by our president, Mr. Tommy Kokart. Next, I would like to introduce you to our grand sponsor, one of two grand sponsors that we have. I would like to invite forward Yogi, who is here with his beautiful wife. Yogi, sir, please come forward and receive a small token of our affection from the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. I'd like to invite forward Alex P. Alexander. He is one of
ചില കൂടിക്കാഴ്ചകൾ, ചില സൗഹൃദങ്ങൾ നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഒരു പുതിയ വഴിത്തിരിവുണ്ടാക്കുന്നു. അതുപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് പല ഇഷ്ടങ്ങളും. ജീവിതത്തിൽ എന്നും കൂടെയുള്ളവർക്ക് വേണ്ടിയാകുമ്പോൾ അതിന് കൂടുതൽ സന്തോഷവും അഭിമാനവും നമുക്ക് തോന്നും. അതുപോലെയുള്ള ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു കൊച്ചു സ്വപ്നം ഇപ്പോൾ യാഥാർത്ഥ്യമാകുകയാണ്. ഇതാണ് ഇവൾ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചൊരു കൊച്ചു വീട് എന്ന് ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൊച്ചു സ്വപ്നം.
ബന്ധങ്ങളുടെ മൂല്യം പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ആദ്യമായി സ്വന്തമാക്കുന്ന നിങ്ങളുടെ ഇഷ്ടഭവനവും. മാർക്കറ്റിലെ വ്യതിയാനങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കി യഥാസമയം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ട എല്ലാ നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങളും നൽകി നിങ്ങളുടെ ബഡ്ജറ്റിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് സ്വന്തമായൊരു വീട് എന്ന സ്വപ്നം യാഥാർത്ഥ്യമാക്കുക. ഞാൻ അലക്സ് അലക്സാണ്ടർ ഫ്രം റിമാക്സ് കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി.
Now, as I introduced you to our mega sponsor and our grand sponsors, we feel very much indebted here at the Toronto Malayalee Samajam to say a quick word of thanks to a few other individuals who have provided countless opportunities and assistance to the Toronto Malayalee Samajam in the form of sponsorship over the last 50 years. I was speaking to a few of them in the foyer today, and they were telling me when they look through past souvenirs, they can see that they have tried their best to be a sponsor for almost every event in the last 10 to 15 to 20 years. Without the gracious and generous support of those sponsors, as well as many others here, we would have difficulty running all of the wonderful events that we have through the year. So I would like to mention them by name If they are here in the room today, we would love if they could stand up just so they could be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, Josie Karakart of Your Choice Realty has been a longtime sponsor of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. A good round of applause for Mr. Josie. Sunil and Rennie Bhaskar of Century 21 Bestsellers. They've also been very active in the Samajam as sponsors. A round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Bhaskar. Manoj Karata of Remax Performance Realty. He is often a sponsor at many of our events, and we're so grateful to him as well. Thank you very much, Manoj Karata. B&B Alarms, very familiar faces to all of us. They've also participated in most of our events and provided sponsorship. Thank you sincerely from the Toronto Malayalee Samajam to B&B Alarms. And last but not least, a very friendly face that we see in the crowd, Ambika Jewelers, who you see as a sponsor for many of our events. Make sure you go there next time you need a wonderful piece for your next event. Ambika Jewelers sponsors regularly for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. I was just informed that some of our past presidents and past officials who are sitting here on the stage have not only been with the Samajam for 50 years, they've been with the Samajam even before the forming of the Samajam. So we also would like to recognize all of their contributions to getting us to this day. Thank you so much. Now we would like to take a minute to recognize our past officials who you see sitting on the stage here. All of these individuals here have worked hard over the last 50 years to bring us to the point where we are now. First from the days when there was just a few Malayalis, right to today where we have almost 50,000 Malayalis across the greater Toronto area. I would like to invite forward our president for this year, Mr. Tommy Kokart, to begin handing out mementos to some of our past presidents of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Philip Parathundil, President 1968, 69, 70, and our founding president. A good round of applause for the first president of the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Cyril Chumar, President 1973. And Cyril is joined by his fan club in the audience. John P. John, and let me tell you what years he was president. President 1980, 1992, 1993, 2005, 2008, 2011, 2012. Secretary 1978. Board of Trustees 2018. Varghese K. Pothan, President 1989 and Secretary 1986. Next, we have Aquinas Vincent, President 1991, Secretary 1990. Varghese Olapad, President 1998, Treasurer 1995, 96, and 2006. Abraham Joseph, President 1999, Secretary 1997, 98, and 2002. Marnie Mattam, President 2000, Secretary 1981. Alice Matthew, President 2003, Treasurer 1981, 84, and 1992. Lawrence Charlie, President 2004. Biju Matthews, President 2014 and 2016. Shibu P. John, President 2015, Secretary 2000, Treasurer 1998, and Vice President this year, 2018. Sunny Joseph, President 2017, Secretary 2014, Treasurer 2011 and 12, and ex officio this year, 2018. I'd like to invite forward Biju Katatara to join us on the stage to hand out the next memento, which is given to Mr. Tommy Kokar, President 1996, 2013, 2018, Secretary 1993, 94, 2004, Treasurer 2003 and 2010. Joy Joseph, Secretary 1975. Somen Nair, Secretary 1980. George Kachapalli, Secretary 1977. Mohan Lal Vatamala, Secretary 1991, 95, and 2003. Peniel Cherian, Secretary 2006. Anil Lawrence, Secretary 2008. Tommy Joseph, Secretary 2007, Board of Trustees in the present year 2018. Joseph Matthew, Secretary 2017. Rajendran Talapat, our present Secretary for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam 2018. Matthew Chaco, Treasurer 1999. Anthony Thomas, Treasurer 2000. Ben Nelithara, Treasurer 2008. Gigi Unnipillai, Treasurer 2014. No. Josie Karakar, Treasurer 2015, 2016, and committee member this year, 2018. Roy George, Treasurer 2017, and also this present year, 2018. We would also like to recognize Biju Katatara Board of Trustees. He is the chair of the Board of Trustees. Santosh Jacob, the joint secretary this year at the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Sanis Joseph, the joint treasurer this year, 2018, at the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Sethu Vidyasagar, PRO and Web Administrator this year, 2018, at the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like everyone here to turn and look at Sethu Vidyasagar here on stage. I'll tell you why. Now, Sethu is the silent face behind all of our social media. Every day you see Facebook postings, flyers, posters, ticket design, graphic design. He does that all silently from morning until night and then through the night too. He has done this job very tirelessly, but we never see the face behind the media. Ladies and gentlemen, Sethu Vidyasagar. Binu Kartatara, committee member this year, 2018, for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Ismail Kurichal, sports convener for the year 2018. Xavier, Committee Member for 2018. Bellant Matthew, Committee Member for 2018 at the Toronto Malayalee Samajam.
Next, Liz Kochuman, Committee Member 2018.
Jane Joseph, Entertainment Convener for the year 2018 for the Toronto Malayalee Samajam. Manu Matthew, Committee Member 2018. Amit Matthew, Joint Entertainment Convener for 2018. Sebi Joseph, Committee Member for 2018. Sony Matthew, Internal Auditor for 2018. Sangameshwaran Iyer, Committee Member for 2018. Akhil Tekaparath, International Students Wing Coordinator for 2018. And next we're calling the West Side Coordinator of the International Students Wing, Paul John, for 2018.
We have our Ontario representation is here. Deepak Anand, my own friend. He was late now, but I'm just going to give Deepak Anand a few minutes.
Thank you so much. So again, my name is Deepak Anand. I'm MPP from Mississauga, Malton, but it's always a pleasure to be part of the Malayali family. If Malayali community was not there with me, I would still be in this room, sitting with you on those chairs. But if Malayali community was not with me, I will not be standing here as Member Parliament. So thank you so much.